And many are asking why the State Department of Public Instruction nor the superintendent came forward about the missing financials before voters approved a $252 million referendum in April.
12 News investigative reporter James Stratton is live at MPS headquarters tonight. James, you're digging into who knew what and when.
We are, guys. We heard so many people overnight in the meeting in this building behind me ask that same question that you just asked. Why didn't anyone say anything? And they wouldn't have voted for the referendum had they known about the fiscal reports ahead of time. The question tonight, who knew what when, and why didn't anyone say anything ahead of a $252 million vote?
There'll be 10 firework displays.
Speaking at a news conference about 4th of July fireworks, Milwaukee Mayor Cavalier Johnson responds to the overnight fireworks at Milwaukee Public Schools.
I want to make sure that kids in Milwaukee Public Schools are best positioned for success.
After heated testimony and an overnight meeting, MPS accepted the resignation of Superintendent Dr. Keith Posley after the money mess in the district came to light, particularly the fact that MPS was, in some cases, 8 months behind on its fiscal reporting to the state, all while voters passed a $252 million school referendum in April by a margin of about 2%. Mayor, was there a responsibility either by MPS or DPI to release that there were some sort of fiscal issues before the referendum was voted on?
But it's not uncommon for school districts across the state to be late in submitting their financials. The issue with Milwaukee Public Schools is that they were exceptionally late. And so the timing of the referendum with this, that's a question that DPI, I think, can better address.
The state's Department of Public Instruction declined our request for an interview today. DPI says it, quote, does not lean into local referendums in this manner, end quote, and more than a dozen other schools were also late as of April 4th. MPS was meeting with DPI weekly as of March 15th and then met daily, meaning MPS knew its reports were behind before voters went to the polls. Eventually, with its own deadline to get funding estimates to all school districts by July, the state announced MPS was extraordinarily behind. So you think in the last few months, DPI should have been screaming from the rooftops, hey, we haven't gotten our fiscal report?
Yeah, or not screaming, but at least, hey, elected school board that allegedly has oversight over this, here's some information you might want to know, and here's the urgency of it. Here's the consequences if you don't step up and act now.
James, does the city have any power or responsibility in stepping in to fix the budget issues?
Kristen, Mayor Johnson said there is some sort of middle ground. The mayor's office could help MPS without completely taking over the school district and going that route.
All right, investigative reporter James Stratton reporting live in Milwaukee. Thank you, James.